Up adventurers, it is a day in the city. We are going to go down and grab a quick coffee, and then we're going to go to the Capilano Suspension Bridge to start us off. Let's go! So one of the reasons we chose this room was the view out to the harbour, and the idea is tomorrow we'll catch the Disney Wonder coming in before we jump on board. This is Canada Place. This is kind of the port of Vancouver. So we've got a big ship in just there, loads of ship docking space around both sides. I mean, this is quiet compared to what it was yesterday. It was heaving down here yesterday. That little stand in front of us is hopefully where we're going to get the bus from for the Capilano Suspension Bridge. So we'll let you know later on. We don't actually know where the bus stop is. We've read it's kind of opposite there, but also further down. So as soon as we know, we'll let you know. But this place is stunning, absolutely stunning. So this is the convention centre that the Pan Pacific Hotel is within. You kind of go up there, you've got some rooms just looking internally for the hotel, and then obviously you've got the one that we're in, which is a sort of an external view. We're just going to go and try and find Starbucks now. We think it's down here somewhere, but there's loads of different shops and bits knocking about, so we will find something. And then as you come through the main convention centre, sort of to the left-hand side, is where you're going to check in for your cruise departure. So we're just going to have a wander along here now. We think it's right at the end down there. Right, apparently we have to go to Starbucks now. So I'm going to quickly grab one. This opened 1 minute ago, and look how busy it is. Another one to add to the collection. So Starbucks is there, and the entrance to the Pan Pacific is here. So we'll take you for a quick tour now, very, very briefly, of the hotel. So if you need any baggage assistance, just where we've walked through, there's people ready to grab your bags and bell carts, those sorts of things. There are lifts just off on the right hand side there, but we're going to take the escalator up and go into the main reception this way. So just as we get to the top here, reception's on the right and the restaurant is on the left. The restaurant looks over the harbour, so it's a really nice spot. So I'm not going to take you in because they're just setting up for breakfast. But there's that. And then as you come across this way is reception. So you've got a load of inside rooms here, and then we'll do a quick room tour of what we've got. But yeah, reception's there. There's a few shops down here. Now there's not anything in there that's to my taste. There's a random selection of shops, but gives you something to do if you're wanting to kill a bit of time. So to give you an idea of the shops, that's it: fine art, unique fashion, antiques, gifts and jewellery. Right, the lifts are here. So we're on level 9. We're going to stop off at level 8 first, because level 8 has the swimming pool. So we'll show you what that area is. And I think that's where we're going to start off tomorrow to catch the Disney Wonder coming in. We must change this every day to get the right day in. So just before you get out onto the pool deck, there are towels and changing facilities, which makes everything a little bit easier. There's somebody out swimming already, and it is 6:30. So I'm not showing you the pool because there's people swimming in it, but this is kind of the pool terrace area. There's not a huge amount of seating. I don't know how busy this would ever get, but yeah, not a huge amount of seating available. And then, just as you come over to the edge, is this absolutely stunning view of the harbour. And then as you continue round, the skyline. So I haven't got the right lens on to show you, but some of the mountains in the background there are snow-capped. And you know, when you're from the UK, it's like things like this you just never really compute. It just doesn't make sense. It's something that you kind of never see. But yeah, it's just absolutely stunning here. So there's a little jacuzzi area, and then as you come down here, there are some lockers. Although there's no keys or anything, so not sure how they would actually work. So the pool deck opens at 6, so 6 till 10. So we're just going to head back to our room now, which is literally there. Just very quickly poked a head in the toilet. There's a dry sauna. Okay, so we're in room 911. Now, please don't judge. We were tired when we arrived last night. So I'm going to go down the far end first and show you what you get within this room with a view. So when we first walked in, I was a bit disappointed with the view, but actually, I'm not sure you'd see much else if you were any higher up. Anyway, so you get a little desk, a big TV, 2 massive beds with every type of pillow you can imagine. The aircon works unbelievably well, so there's no risk of being hot. You get tea and coffee making facilities. There is a little wardrobe area with a safe, a bag stand, and an iron and an ironing board, and also some robes to wear. And then into the sort of shower room, quite basic, but everything you could possibly need, including a phone next to the toilet. I mean, what are you going to do, order room service? I don't quite understand what that's for, but hey ho. So this hotel cost us just under £900 for 2 nights. Now, I don't know if it's worth the money or not. It's a lovely view, it's really handy for the port, but you're talking like Grand Floridian money, contemporary resort money. I'm just not sure it justifies it, but we won't be saying that tomorrow, when all we've got to do is go downstairs with our bags and jump on board the Disney Wonder. Right, we're going to chill out for about an hour now, and then we'll go and find that bus stop we spoke about earlier, and get our way over to the Suspension Bridge Park. So I've changed lens quickly. These are the snow-capped mountains. It's absolutely unbelievable. There's much more as you go further around, but they're kind of the ones directly opposite our room. Our first proper excitement of this trip is now about to start, so I'm just finishing off doing the vlog for the MSC Virtuosa with an absolutely stunning view. But now we're going to go to Tim Hortons, grab some breakfast, and head off and find this bus stop that we're talking about, that we don't know where it is, but I'm sure we'll find it. One thing I did very briefly want to add about the room is there's limited plug sockets. And this one here, where it's a double, you can't fit a British adapter in both of them, so you end up with one plug socket there. You have to unplug a lamp on the other side of the room to get a plug socket by the desk, and then there's one by the coffee machine, and you have to unplug that. So if you've got a lot of things you need to charge, you need to think about how you're going to rotate things around to make them fit, because that's what we've had to do. So within the convention centre, there is an underground passage over to the food court. So that was where we had tea last night. We didn't know this existed, but we saw it this morning whilst we was on our 5 o'clock walk. So we have got one of these at home, but if you're in Canada, you have to try a Tim Hortons, don't you?
I'm gonna go see.
The port is a hive of activity today. We've seen loads coming in, and then obviously these will all depart, so it's quite busy here this morning with people that have just got off. It's a bit different to the scene we saw first thing this morning. So we were in the wrong place. It's the next street over, so we would have missed the bus. It is a free shuttle to the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park, so we're going to jump on it and it'll be here in a minute. So this is the bus you're looking for. We were in the right spot originally. They've moved the road, well, moved the pickup point over one road just because the amount of cruise ships that are coming in today, so that makes sense. We were in the right place, and that's why we then had to move, was because they've moved the destination for the pickup. Right, let's go check in. And we are in. So, just going to quickly set up some camera gear and we'll be off. We've made it in. Well, we'll come back and do the totem talk in a little bit. That's just in this area here. So the two main attractions here are the Cliffwalk and the suspension bridge. We are going to do both of them. I hate heights, so I don't know why I've decided to come here, but let's go for a walk across the bridge. Right. This is my absolute worst nightmare. Oh, 100% my worst nightmare. If you want to get an idea of how much this is moving.
Let me you go. Please go.
Your safety. We ask everyone to avoid running.
Oh my life. So the bus driver joked and said it's getting you ready for your sea legs. I see where he's coming from now. Sam said it's easier if you don't hold on. I don't believe her for 1 second about that. So I hate heights and bridges, and this one was both. But once I got used to it, it wasn't actually that bad. So if you don't like moving bridges over water, then it's not the one for you. So now we're over the bridge. There's the cabin where you can grab hot drink and cold drink and a bit of food, and a lovely little seating area to look out into the wilderness.
It's so beautiful how it's done. Yeah, so there's a loop path up there, look,
Yeah.
we'll do this bit first. There's a toilet down here.
So we're heading off towards the toilet very quickly, but this place is just absolutely beautiful. Trees, elevated walkways, ponds, all sorts of different things. I think this is more beautiful than I envisaged it. So we've kind of been following Wend and Wander on YouTube because they've done a really good vlog series about Alaska and those sorts of things. And I think this is better than you can make it out in a vlog. It's stunning.
So anytime you take a lead, just start taking a lead. Be careful with this, it's short, okay? Can you hold the room, but don't hold the handle? That's not plastic. It's copper. Yeah, but
Amazing place. Loving this so far. So this is apparently the biggest tree in the park
Oldest is on.
and the oldest.
I don't need to. I'm not
So just a little update on the travel side of things. The travel was free. It normally picks up at Canada Place. The bus was full. So at the last stop, there's 3 pickups. The last stop, he had space left for 7 people, and there were 7 people waiting. We were the first bus out of the day, which was 8:30, and the park is really, really quiet. That gives me the impression that if you come later, you're going to get caught up in a lot of extra people, lots of extra buses and those sorts of things. So I would definitely come early, especially if the weather's like this. It's beautiful. So Sam is as tall as a 16-year hemlock, a 13-year-old red cedar, and a 10-year-old Douglas fir. I wouldn't be much better. It's so peaceful, so peaceful. So they have got some renovation works going on at the moment. So part of the treetop trail is closed, which kind of goes around the top, around in that direction. There's a little bit more construction work going on further round. So this is part of the closed off area currently, which is a treetop walk along that bridge there, and it goes a bit further around the park as well. Right, Nature's Edge Boardwalk. So we get into a bit more construction work. It's always good to see that they're keeping things up to date and modernising things. That's why we never complain when we go to sort of Disney, because it's a 365 park. You have to expect there'll be some maintenance going on at some point. Except when it's your favourite ride, of course, then you can moan.
One direction, within 6 seconds, she's pushing 95 miles an hour.
Adjust it since she can't seem to get it straight.
So this is Radar. Radar is our 8-year-old male great horned owl. Great horned owls are found living from the tree line of Alaska 40 to 60 miles away at the start.
He's the only one who gets distracted.
Yeah, where's the kids at?
Right, we've made it back onto firm land for now. We're now going to go and do the Cliffwalk, which is also a nightmare for me, but we're going to do it because it's part of the fun. So the Cliff Edge Walk takes you out just around there, and then it's a series of steps sort of around the rock face and back up.
It's lovely, isn't it?
So we're not stopping for food here, but the restaurant looks really nice. When you do the job that I do and you look at buildings all day, you come to appreciate things like this. I think it's absolutely in keeping with everything that's going on here, just all about nature. And as with all attractions, you exit through the gift shop. Our time at the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park has now ended, and it was brilliant. The bus driver said You're going to be here for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We've been here 2 hours, so we were spot on with that. And the other thing he said was that you'll get sea legs when you go on the suspension bridge, and it was right with that as well. But yeah, definitely enjoyable. To go back, you just go into the main lobby and they'll get you on a bus, the free bus to go back that we came on. But they did say on the way it can take up to an hour and a half sometimes, depending upon traffic. So you might want to factor that in. If you're in a rush, if traffic goes bad, you might not get back. So we're going to go and do some shopping now in Vancouver and then head back to the room. Adventurers, we've had a nightmare of an afternoon. We fell asleep. And it's now 6:30 and we've just woken up and we've still got things that we need to do today. So the reason I'm showing you two bags is Old Navy. Sam wanted a new dress to take on board and didn't want to pay extortionate prices, so we found Old Navy and they had some really good offers on. And then this one, Dollarama, is like the pound shop back at home. It was full of crap, but lots of crap that we needed. I got a pair of sunglasses because I dropped mine earlier and they broke. We got a couple of drinks and a few toiletry bits that we needed. And it's a 5-minute walk from where we are. So if you need either cheap clothes or cheap things, these are the places to go. Right, time to go and get some tea, and then we're going to do FlyOver Canada, which is a ride. Maybe it's a flying theatre. That's it, flying theatre. Next door to where we're staying. Don't think we could take you along for the actual flying theatre bit, but we'll take you along to the building and show you where it is. So this is how tired we are. We've just been looking out. It looks quite bleak outside now. And I said to Sam, there's nobody around the pool, and she asked me if anybody was in the hot dog, not the hot tub. Is anybody in the hot dog? So yeah, I think a little bit of jet lag's caught up with us today. Right, let's do this walk again. Right, okay, we're going to go We Grill. Well, Sam's going to get some chips from McDonald's and I'm going to get chicken strips and fries from here. So let's find out. It tastes and looks a bit like a school dinner, but I'm too tired to care at the minute. So that wasn't my favourite place to eat so far. One of the guys was out kind of doing a bit of a hard sell on the front, trying to get people to eat there, and there was no queue. Maybe that was the giveaway to say probably isn't the best place in the food court to eat. So yeah, chalk that up to experience. But right, we're going over to FlyOver Canada next. The 3 huge cruise ships that came in earlier today have now all gone. The port is really quiet again, and tomorrow it will be us making that all the extra people down here. So, but this is what we're here for at this point, FlyOver Canada. We have got a ticket booked for 8 o'clock. It is now 7:20. We're going to see if we can try and get on one showing that's slightly earlier. We don't know if we can or not, but we're just going to ask the question. So nice and straightforward, 7:30 instead of 8 o'clock. Right, up the stairs. It's just like being at Epcot. So these are the ride vehicles that you sit in, and it's just a seat belt. Yeah, I'll go on the end, yeah. As always, please exit through the gift shop. We'll have a catch up in a minute about that. So whilst we're here, just very quickly, an adult ticket is $38, a child's ticket is $28. British Columbia local resident adult is $26, and the child local rate is $16. What is FlyOver Canada all about? So it's about the Indigenous people, the animals and the land, and all about how it comes together and sort of shows off the beauty of what you see, not only here, but obviously elsewhere. It's exactly the same in terms of concept as soaring at the Disney parks in America, and also our experience Flight of the Skyline from Legoland Windsor. So if you've ever ridden them, that's exactly what the ride's about, but obviously the video changes. Would we do it again? Probably not, but I would do it again if it was another location. So I wouldn't do the FlyOver Canada one, but I would do another location just because it's a relatively fun ride to do. And we are done for today. As you can see, it is still light, but we are ready to just get our bags sorted and go to sleep and have a decent night's sleep. So today's been really good. We've really enjoyed Vancouver. I think if we weren't bored in the Disney ship, we would like to have another few days here. We are getting off the ship on Monday and we've got another near full day. So we're going to go and do the aquarium in Stanley Park and Stanley Park itself. So there will be a little bit more content on the channel for the Vancouver area. But we've had a good day today, definitely, although we are tired. So like, follow, subscribe, do all that social media stuff. And remember, adventure is out there and we'll see you on the next one. It starts on the Wonder tomorrow.